He's one of my favorites. He's a friend of mine. You're going to love him. Make it very loud for Victor Pacheco.
What's up, Grass Valley? Why'd you guys stop clapping? That's what I'm talking about. We got any Mexicans here tonight? The quietest Mexicans I've ever seen in my life. I'm Mexican. I gotta let you all know that I'm Mexican because if I don't, you all will assume that I'm a proud Samoan lesbian woman with a beard. Take it in. I know what I look like. I did a show at a bowling alley and a league of lesbians caught my act and they wanted to talk to me after the show to invite me to join their league. It was great. I love stand-up comedy. It's the best job on the planet. It's way better than my day job because when I'm not performing stand-up, I'm actually a substitute teacher. I notice some of y'all ain't clapping for a hero. Do you guys not believe me? Do I look more like an out-of-shape janitor? What's going on here, Grass Valley? People that test me, they're like, hey, Victor, if you substitute teach, what do you teach? And I tell them the truth. I teach everything from kindergarten to 12th grade, continuation school, juvenile hall, inpatient rehabilitation centers for kids with substance use disorder. Thank you. I teach every single subject except for PE. Because I think it's really hypocritical for a 360-pound man to yell, keep running. Come on, kid, you don't want to look like me when you grow up. Hustle! We're going to try this one more time to see if everybody claps. I want you to make some noise right now if you actually believe that I'm an educator. I've been teaching for over 10 years, and I can honestly say that the hardest kids to teach are little Mexican kids with silver teeth. Even the nice ones scare me. So I'm substitute teaching in Oakland. And here's the thing about substitute teaching in Oakland. The students are either majority all Mexican students with 3 black kids, or the schools are majority all African American students with 3 Mexicans, and I'm 2 of them. So, thank you. So I'm substitute teaching in East Oakland at a predominantly Mexican school called Melrose Leadership Academy. And here's the other thing. If the school has the word leadership in it, oh, it's gonna be a tough day. Because those kids are either gonna like you or they're gonna hate you. But the little Mexican kids at Melrose Leadership Academy love me so much that when they see me waddling to campus, they run up to the chain link fence and start shaking it like, hey, Pacheco! Hey, Pacheco, what's up with it, bro? Yo, teacher, roast me, roast me. These kids love to get roasted. But I can't remember all their names, so I call all the boys mijo. And I call the girls mija. That's Spanish for my son and my daughter. It's a term of endearment. It means that I'm going to be the positive male role model that takes you under my wing to make sure you grow up to be a respectable adult. That or I'm having romantic relations with their mom. Either way, I thought it was a good system. I'm like, mijo, mijas, mijos, mijas, ¿qué huele? ¿Qué ondale? ¿Cómo están? Buenos días, ¿qué pasó? It's going great until one day I crossed paths with a fat little Mexican kid that looks like he could be my son with silver teeth. So I'm like, what's up, mijo? He puts out his arms, he's like, papa? My heart just dropped. I'm like, mijo, let me see a picture of your mom. It's crazy. Things have dramatically changed from when I used to go to school. And I want you to be honest right now. I want you to scream it. When The teacher wanted you to sit down on the floor with your legs crossed. What was that called? Hey, we got some confused people in here. Look, back in my day, when the teacher wanted you to sit on the ground with your legs crossed, they used to call it sitting Indian style. But you can't say that anymore because you might hurt somebody's feelings. So now you gotta say, crisscross applesauce. How weak are we trying to make these kids? Like, this day and age, kids can't play dodgeball. Kids can't play butts up. Kids can't play quarters. Kids can't play bloody knuckles. And you know what kids definitely can't play in 2026? Smear the queer. And I swear to God, it wasn't a homophobic game. It wasn't all like, that guy's a gay guy, let's get him. It was more like, that guy's just sharing the ball with anybody, fuck that guy. As you guys can tell, I take my job as an educator very serious. But honestly, man, like, in 2026, us educators gotta walk on eggshells to not reveal how horrible these kids are to their parents. What's up with you, girl? You trying to holler at a thick spick named Vic? Don't cover your mouth, not now. What's up with her, girl? You on a date? Are you courageous enough to hop on board the Hispanic Titanic tonight? Because we'll go down together. It'll be just like the movie Titanic. We'll get naked, I'll draw you, we'll get wet, and then I'll die. Now don't be fucking quiet now. Just call me Spig Daddy when you back that ass up. Come on, seriously, since I'm on the topic, do you like fat guys? You kinda? Do you like elephants? That's elephant fur. I'm not joking. What are you doing after the show? Grass Valley, you guys are pretty good. You guys are great. Holy shit. At any rate, we gotta walk on eggshells as educators, to not reveal how horrible these kids are to their parents. As opposed to back in my day, back in 1992, my second grade teacher, Mrs. Rolfe, told my mom that I could not stop talking and that I had a motor mouth that drove her to drink. This was between two adults at a parent-teacher conference. And she really told my mom that I talked so much that I had a motor mouth that drove her to drink. And I felt horrible. I didn't know what to do right then and then, but I figured it out by the last day of school. I showed up with a bottle of rum for Mrs. Rolfe. That's how I passed second grade without knowing English. So real quick, I was teaching in Oakland and I was killing it, dude. I was killing it. I was making fun of all the names on the roll sheet. My name's on the board, Mr. Pacheco. And I have this young African-American student say, "Yo, teacher, what's your first name?" And I was like, Victor. So he Googles me and he finds my website, HispanicTitanic.com. He's like, "Oh shit, you a real life comedian. What's your stage name?" I'm like, Victor Pacheco, that's my name. That's what I go by. He's like, "Man, you ain't got no stage name?" I was like, "No, man." He's like, "Man, you should go by Two Ninjas." I was like, what do you mean Two Ninjas? Like Tupac, Too Short, 2 Chainz? He's like, "No, man, because you as big as Two Ninjas." But I'll be honest with y'all, Grass Valley, he did not say ninja. Don't groan at that. I'm gonna be really honest with y'all, Grass Valley. You guys are a great crowd. Like, seriously, so far so good. You guys are great. You guys are awesome. You wanna know why you guys are really great? Is because you guys aren't drunk. Sometimes people in the audience get so drunk that they want to be part of the show. I had this heckler from hell. They said to me, and I quote, "You know what? We're doing up there. You know." To which I responded, "Jesus Christ, lady. If this comedy show were to have subtitles right now, it would say unintelligible." But one of the best things that can happen to us when we're on stage is when we get somebody in the audience with a really hilarious laugh. I was doing the show, and after every joke, a woman kept screaming out, not even exaggerating, it would be like set up, punchline, and I really tried to ignore her. But after the third, I started to refer to her as my seal of approval. Oh yeah, she loved this joke, but not as much as I love this crowd. You guys are amazing. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you.
Victor Pacheco, everybody. Yeah.